At first, it looks like a peaceful night sky. The stars are shining brightly, the moon is glowing, and the world feels calm. But if you look closer, you'll see something more. This painting has emotions. Van Gogh painted this while in a mental hospital. The swirling sky, the curved lines, and the intense colors aren't just stars and moonlight. They tell a deeper story about how he felt inside. In the upper part of the painting, you can see bright, swirling stars. They don't just sit there, they move, like they're alive. The stars look almost like spirals, and the moon has the same swirling pattern. Van Gogh used bold, thick brushstrokes to create movement. These swirls make the sky look alive, as though the stars are spinning. This wasn't just how the sky looked, it was a reflection of Van Gogh's mind. He felt as though his thoughts were always spinning, out of control. The stars might represent his dreams, or perhaps his hope, but in a restless way. Look below the swirling sky. The village looks peaceful and quiet. The houses are simple, with small windows. The buildings don't look as alive as the sky. There's no movement, just calmness. But this stillness might be a contrast to the chaos in Van Gogh's mind. Even though the village seems peaceful, it feels distant, almost like it's a different world from the active sky. Van Gogh was often alone, even in the quiet village. Now, focus on the big, dark cypress tree on the left side. It's tall and stretches upward, almost reaching the sky. The tree is in the center of the painting, standing between the peaceful village and the wild sky. Cypress trees were a symbol for death in some cultures, and Van Gogh painted them often. Some believe the tree represents his feelings of isolation and despair. The cypress stands in between, like it's torn between two worlds, the quiet village and the wild, chaotic sky. Maybe it shows that Van Gogh felt caught between life and death, between peace and madness. The yellow moon in the sky has a similar swirling pattern as the stars. It's bright and bold, standing out. But the moon, like the stars, doesn't look calm. It looks like it's moving, like everything in the painting is in a constant state of change. The moon could represent Van Gogh's emotions, changing, unpredictable, and never still. The stars, moon, and sky seem to show how his thoughts and feelings were constantly in motion. Van Gogh painted the Starry Night while he was staying in a mental hospital in France. He was struggling with his emotions and his mental health. While many people see the painting as beautiful and peaceful, there's more to it. The swirling sky suggests that the beauty Van Gogh saw wasn't calm. It was filled with intense emotions. The cypress tree is dark and mysterious, possibly showing the artist's connection to death or feeling out of place. Even the stillness of the village seems lonely, as if Van Gogh was always apart from the world around him. This painting might show that the artist's inner world was chaotic and intense, but he still found a way to express it through his art. The movement of the stars and the darkness of the tree are like a window into his mind. Van Gogh was often misunderstood, and people didn't always understand the struggles he faced. But through this painting, we can see that he didn't just paint what he saw, he painted what he felt. Look again. Is the night sky peaceful? Or does it hide something more, something restless and full of emotion? There's always more to discover in art. Keep watching for hidden meanings,